Remove your covers. Ready. It's grand entry time. Hookah! Welcome and greetings to the 23rd Annual Seafair Indian Days Celebration Gathering in Powwow here at Powwow, the Daybreak Star Indian Cultural Center. Hey! Hiya! Welcome and good greetings to Father Pat Tui as he brings us the sacred eagle feather staff, the flag that represents our many nations. Welcome and good greetings to our good friend and relative Linda Holt from the Seattle Police Department, dressed and bringing in our stars and bars, Old Glory. Thank you, Linda. Welcome and good greetings to our good friend and relative Mr. Wayne Smartlowit for bringing in the Canadian colors, the maple leaf. As we did the call to join us in the parade to the dance grounds and the grand entry. Welcome and good greetings to our head woman dancer, Nico Durain, our head man dancer. Randy. Welcome and good greetings to our good friend and relative, Mr. Leon Rattler, your head man dancer for the celebration. Welcome and good greetings to the men, the traditional dancers. Welcome and good greetings to your grass dancer. Welcome and good greetings to the women, the traditional dancers, the buckskin, the cloth. Welcome to our jingle dress dancers. Welcome and good greetings to the men with the feather tail and bustles, the men, the traditional dancers. category. Welcome and good greetings to the grass dancers. Dance your style, boys. Dance your style. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Jingle Dress Dancers! Coming on the floor, the Shawl Dancers, the Fancy Dancers! Ladies and gentlemen, if you please remain standing. (206) flag song. Hookah. Flag bearers, there will be a second song to post the colors. That will also come from 206. Some call it a charging song, some call it a victory song. 206, here on air. Hookah. All of the veterans that joined the parade to the dance grounds and the grand entry, we raise our hands to you, and from the bottom of our heart, we say, Haitkasian, Stan, Kukstan, Haitkasian, Ewatlau, Chiefkasian, knowing that in these troubled times of military and duty action, we think about all of those in service, not only over there in Iraq, but other parts of the country where there is turmoil. So to each and every one of you, we say thank you, thank you. Thank you. Charging song, victory song, Hookah. Ladies and gentlemen, if you please remain standing, we'd like the colors posted at this time. Paul, if we could get a microphone on the floor. Mr. Cordier, I'd like to ask you to offer your microphone to our good friend and relative, Mr. Leon Rattler. Leon, we'd like to call you for words of reflection, words of wisdom, words of prayer, and words of invocation.
Can I get behind you girls, please? Excuse me.
Paul?
Okay, Nabi. Mr. Tata Pitani, Alissa Seki, Mr. Kanat Silata, Khan. And I stand here before you to offer prayers for tonight, for all the people have traveled a long distance to come and join this celebration. To all the officials who've taken part in supporting this celebration, I ask you to think about our children, the medicines that we have that we stand on today, to remember those things because those that are important to us. To the rocks, that we are no better than they are, that we don't respect and come to them after we're sick, that we respect them before, that we walk this path that we've chosen for ourselves in a good way for our children so that they may be proud of who they are as human beings. I ask you to help me pray for them, for their mothers, for the ones that are at war, that someday we have the opportunity to be human beings in this world once again and treat each other with dignity and pride. So this, I ask to help pray because I'm going to pray for our dancers also in this arbor, and our dancers that are in the Sundance Lodges, the dancers that have celebrated so far, and the ones that are coming. Grandfather, I go to the sun to come and help us. I ask the moon to join us, the morning star and the morning star's brother. The earth we stand on, the air we breathe, the water that helps us survive this world, to come and join us and help us. Give us the opportunity to present ourselves in your eyes in a good way, to show the strength of who we are as human beings in this world, to be proud of who we are, and our nation to be presented in a good way. Take pity on us because we are pitiful people in this world. Help us to be strong and be proud of who we are, and try hard in the things we do. Take care of our children and be with the mothers that are with them. Help these people that are taking this celebration and putting it on for us. Take care of their families and their homes, so things are good for them. Be with each one of these dancers, the singers that are here. Our songs that carry our traditions and our cultures to the next generation, our children. Let them be proud of who they are as human beings, to be able to sing that music for us. Our dancers to remember the traditions that's given to us by our grandparents, to carry on that pride and that life, that history in a good way. Watch over us so that things will always be good for each and every one of us. Take pity on our women and our soldiers, Grandfather. Be with them and bless each and every one of them. I thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Leon Rattler. Suka. Mr. Randy Lewis would like to call upon you at this time to take care of protocol and introductions on the floor.
Right? Welcome. My name is Randy Lewis. I'm from the Colville Indian Reservation, residing here in Seattle, Washington. I'm on the board of the United Indians of All Tribes Foundation, and as a board member, we welcome you. Thank you. At this time, I want to take a couple minutes to say thank you to the dignitaries, to all the wonderful people who've come here, to also say thanks to a gentleman who we are saying farewell to as the Director of the United Indians of All Tribes Foundation, Phil Lane. I'd like to now introduce our new director, the captain of this ship, from the great Choctaw Shawnee Nation, Marty Bluewater. Thank you.
I guess that's thank you, Randy. Well, on behalf of the talented, dedicated staff of the United Indians, I also want to welcome all of you here. The powwow, besides being a fun, entertaining family event, is also very spiritually uplifting. But beyond that, it's also one of the coolest things that happens in Seattle, and probably what is one of the coolest facilities and one of the coolest parks in the United States. And so we appreciate everyone that makes all that happen. And beyond that, the more important part of the powwow is it supports our programs. The youth home, the Head Start programs, our elders programs, the cultural events that we do, and all the wonderful things that we do, and all the wonderful things we're going to do. And so we appreciate your support. And in closing, I expect each and every one of you to buy a t-shirt. And thank you for being here. And now, it goes back to Larry. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Larry Cordier. I'm honored to be the arena director here today. I would be honored if veterans would fall in right to the side here. And I'd like the color guard to introduce themselves.
Patrick Toohey, living here in Seattle.
Scott Coyton, Yakima Nation, Wayne Smartlow.
Seattle Police Officer Linda Hill, Yakima Tribal member, 22 years.
Ben Alexander, Haida, United States Marine Corps, 1973-1978.
Daniel Berry, Aliu, U.S. Army, 1969 to 73. Julian Fox, Sac Fox Indian, Oklahoma, 173rd Airborne Brigade, 1968, 1969. After that, a small stint in the Marine Corps, then back into 12 Special Forces.
David Brewer, Two Feathers, Seminole Nation, Vietnam, 1968-69.
Dolores Bayless, First Nation, Chena Tribe, Canada. Lost my first son in the war this year.
D. King, I'm from the Onondaga Nation in the Iroquois Confederacy, upstate New York. I was in the U.S. Navy, 1983-84.
Richard Duffy. I am a European with a with a whole heart of Native American soul. U.S. Air Force, December 27, 1967 through 12/7/71. Are you?
Salute, Cynthia Haida, 6870 U.S. Navy.
Sergeant Samuel Cavanseg, Filipino Quinket. My name is Ha'ak CT, which means footprint, leave behind. Thank you.
Wilbur Blair, United States Navy, 1977 to 1984, Lummi Indian Reservation.
Mr. Corday, let me invite your head man dancer, your head woman dancer, your local royalty and visiting royalty. Please come forward for introductions and protocol, please. Wosiam.
Alista Sticky, Little Beaver, the Blackfeet Nation, traditional Sundance, and Warrior Society. Thank you.
My name is Nico DeRoyan. I'm of the Oto, Missouri, and Choctaw Nations of Oklahoma. I'd like to thank you all for coming and hope you have a great weekend. Hello everybody, my name is Talia Reasoner. I'm Seminole. I'm Seafair Seattle Indian Days Powwow Princess 2007-2008. I would like to thank everybody for coming and I hope they enjoy their weekend. Thank you.
Good evening, my name is Alyssa London. My Tlingit name is Yahyedi. I am specifically representing the Eastside Native American program during the Seafair season. I am a Seafair Princess and I'm very honored to represent the Native American community at Seafair this year. Thank you.
Hello everybody, my name is Nasit Nsatawash. Most people know me as Candy Bread. I proudly represent Senior Miss Edmonds Community College Princess. Thank you.
Hello everybody, my name is Tristan Valdez and my parents, Chris and Karina of Seattle, and my grandparents Michael and Rachel Rounds of Elmer City. I am 9 years old and I go to Ridgecrest Elementary School in Calder and Tlingit. Limlim Gunastishaho.
Hello, my name is Takaya. I am 7 years old. I am from the Swiaman Nation. I live in Vancouver and I represent the Swiaman elders.
Mr. Cordier, let me take privilege at this time to call upon Mr. Marty Bluewater to take care of introductions and protocol. Hajkasiam.
All right. Oh, there we are. Okay, Marty Bluewater, United States Air Force, 68 to 73. But that's not what this is about. I'm here to announce, or to welcome and introduce a very important person that's been a wonderful friend to United Indians, has been intimately involved with a lot of the good things that have happened, and now is our esteemed State Senator, Claudia Kaufman.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for all of you being here. Again, my name is Claudia Kaufman. I'm a member of the Nez Perce tribe, and I have a privilege of serving as a Washington State Senator. As a Washington State Senator, I've had a wonderful opportunity to work with Governor Christine Gregoire. She has been a leader in Washington State, and she has worked hard for all the citizens of Washington State. And I can tell you that one of the things that she does with focus and purpose. She has a talent for bringing people together, to find resolve, to move forward, and to get results. And I have worked with her hand in hand, and I can honestly tell you that she has a deep and abiding respect for American Indian culture, pride, and tradition. She shares with us the values that we hold so deeply, that we care for our children, that we have honor and respect for our veterans, that we have dignity for our elders, and that we serve our community. So I would like to ask all of you to join me to welcome our wonderful leader of this state and our friend, Governor Christine Gregoire.
Well, thank you all, and a big thank you to Senator Claudia Kaufman, who does an amazing job in Olympia, and joined by Representative John McCoy. If you would please join me in a big round of applause to thank both of them for their service. I'm honored to be here, and I thank you for the invitation. The Foundation and the Powwow Committee have done another amazing job bringing us all together today. I'd like to acknowledge the tribal leaders. I'd like to acknowledge the elected officials. I'd like us all to honor the Duwamish descendants, who are the original inhabitants of this land, and to thank them for letting us be with them today. I'd like all of us to remember the vision of Bernie White Bear, He had an amazing vision that we could bring urban Indians together, share culture, leave a legacy to our young children, and here we are today living that legacy that Bernie Whitebear had in mind for all of us. If we could give a big thanks to Bernie Whitebear for all he has done. I want to join in giving a big thanks to our veterans. My husband, Mike, is a Vietnam veteran, and I want you all to know his message to everyone in this state is no matter how you may feel about the war, let us stand up, let us respect, and let us honor every man and woman who serves our country and has served. Thank you very, very much. Here back at the center, a wonderful opportunity to live out Bernie Whitebear's vision for us to have a gathering place to share culture and to leave to our children the opportunity for a great early childhood education. They are our future. You are here to show them with the beauty of the dance, the tradition and the culture, what they can inherit and pass on to their children. It is an honor and a pleasure for me to join you here today. Thank you for allowing me to come. God bless all of you.
God bless you.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Now we'd like to introduce Washington State Representative John McCoy, a member of the Tulalip Tribes. He has been an inspiration to a lot of folks. He is one of the reasons that I went running after this position in the State Senate. He has been a wonderful mentor to me on a professional level, a wonderful friend on a personal level, and I know that he works for all of you as well as all citizens of Washington State. Mr. John McCoy.
Good evening, everyone. Again, I'm State Representative John McCoy. I'm also a board member of the United Indians here. I'm also, a number of you know me as General Manager of Quilceda Village at Tulalip, where we have the brand new hotel that's just opened. And I'm also retired Air Force. I served from 1961 to 1981. And so I want to thank my brothers and sisters in arms for serving. We're all proud of you. And it just so happens that first Mike and I are working on a piece of legislation to honor the troops that have served in Iraq and Afghanistan. So we'll be introducing that piece of legislation. I'm sure we won't have any trouble at getting it signed. So anyway, but thank you all for coming. And okay, we kind of got out of order a little bit. But anyway, I want you all to have a very good time tonight. Claudia and I and the governor are working hard, not only for all the citizens of Washington State, but for tribes within Seattle and out in the rural areas. We're working very hard to make things better for you, improving health care, education, and that. And now I'd like to introduce another friend of the tribes of Washington State. And I just had, about a month ago, I had a meeting with him to discuss Indian child welfare. He'll be introducing a piece of legislation that we'll be working on. I don't think we'll get it out this year, probably next year. Yeah, next year. So, but I want to introduce now my very good friend, whose district happens to be Seattle, Congressman Jim McDermott.
Thank you very much, John. It's a great pleasure to be here with Claudia, who is a wonderful state senator, and John McCoy, who's there, and they're doing things at the state level, but we're also working at the federal level. When I come to this place, I remember the days when this was a fort, and there was no evidence of Indians or anything else around here. And Bernie Whitebear came back to Washington and raised a little dust and got this place returned back to the city, but he said a piece of it has to come to Native Americans. And it really is his vision. And you should understand the spirit, although he's not right here with us tonight, as far as we can see. I believe he's here watching. This has been going on every year for more than 20 years. So this is a spiritual gathering as well as a gathering of fun. And I think that at a time when we are in this country thinking about the environment and what's happening to this country, Native Americans have a message and a tradition and a history that this country needs to hear. I remember a very famous speech by Chief Joseph when he met the President of the United States, and they told him that this was the head of the country, and Chief Joseph said, "I didn't know that he had this place. I thought it belonged to the Great Father in heaven, and that he gave the land to us to use and to give back in better shape than we were given in the first place." And I think that's the message that this country has to get from the Native American people of this country. You live in I live in a city named Seattle. Now, I can't pronounce how Chief Seattle's name really should be pronounced, but I have a quote on my desk which I always keep there and think about. And his statement was, "We did not weave the web of life. We are merely a strand in it. Whatever we do to the web, we do to ourselves." And in the Congress, I have a piece of legislation that John mentioned that will give foster children money directly to tribes, rather than running it through state governors and state bureaucracies. The money will come from the federal government straight to the tribes to take care of your children in the various parts of this country. And we know that you know how to take care of your own children, and that you will do it. And I want you, as you have a good time here, think about the spirits that are around here with us tonight. God bless you all.
Hello again, Randy Lewis here. To finish off a bit of this ceremony, we would like to have Governor Christine Gregoire please come out. This is a tradition that's been handed down from our people for as long as time. We wrap you with the blanket. We bring you into the circle. Thank you very much, Governor Gregoire. Now, if I could have Jim McDermott come out, please. Hello. Marty Bluewad. Do the presentation here. Okay. Jim McDermott, I remember you when you first came into Senator Peter Francis's office 35 years ago or so, about 30 years ago. And you were running then for not governor, but for a position. And that's when I first met him. He had lots of curly hair. So, again, we want to thank you. Yes, we did. We grew old together. We want to thank you from Indian country for your service in the state of Washington here and in Washington, D.C. Thank you.
There's another important part about United Indians, that we are part, in many ways, of the park system, Seattle Park System. And if you don't know it already, Seattle Parks is considered one of the best park systems in the country. And it's a lot of really special people that make it that way, and it makes Seattle what it is. Our new superintendent, Tim Gallagher, is here. The Parks has always been a good friend of United Indians, and they're going to be an even better friend. And so I'd like Tim to say a couple words. And
Thank you. I just am going to say a couple words, and those are thank you for inviting me to be out here. This is just absolutely fantastic. I think, as Mr. McDermott was saying, you know, you're really borrowing the land from the next generation, and seeing these children out here this is the importance. This is what our future is all about, and I thank you again very much for inviting me out here to spend the evening with you. Thank you.
Okay, Harold. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the ceremonies for the parade to the dance grounds and the grand entry and all the protocol. Let's make some noise. Put your hands together. It's a celebration. It's a gathering. It's a powwow. Hey, I said make some noise. That's weak. I said make some noise. Let me welcome drum number 14 to the dance grounds. Drum number 14, Yakima boys, hit that drum. Yakima boys, hit that drum. I'm gonna get your pay if you don't be hitting on that drum. Let's start at the top of the drum order. Drum number 1, Red Tail, you've got the intertribal. Intertribal time, everybody dance. Boogie, boogie, boogie. 206 in White Hawk, stand by in that order. Yes, for the intertribal. Temperature. Ladies and gentlemen, money marbles and shot. Thank you. Register that number accordingly so it matches registration, because it's registration that takes care of payday.
Here we go. Here we go.
No, you don't.
Transition again. Okay? That's what we want. Okay? And you can zoom in like this.
So that's recording right now?
Yes, it's recording right now. If you want to leave it on, you can. I'll go get you another tape.
All right.
All right? I'll go get some more tape. But you should really stop because you're just wasting battery.
Welcome and good greetings on behalf of Powwow, the Daybreak Star, United Indians of All Tribes Foundation, and our 23rd annual Seafair Indian Days celebration, gathering, and powwow. Welcome and good greetings to our friend and relative, Mr. Mickey Mason, as he brings in the sacred eagle feather staff, the flag that represents our many nations. We have over 25,000 Indians here in the city of Seattle from 200 different tribes. So indeed, as we join together in the spirit of intertribal gathering, all we have to do is to look around and see how our family continues to grow and continues to be. Welcome and good greetings to my brother White Bear as he brings in the stars and bars, representing Old Glory and all of our young men and women today serving in military action. Welcome and good greetings to our good relative from the Yakima Nation, Linda Hill, as she brings in the maple leaf, the Canadian colors. We know that there are no borders that separate Canada and the United States. We are, as a First Nations people, we are, as a sovereign people of 500 tribes throughout the United States of America, that we can come together in the balance and dance of unity. Okay, napi, sukap. It's a very wonderful and beautiful thing to witness tonight as we see in the coming of the war bonnets. It's such a blessing in my heart. I want you to know that my good sister, Her name is Selma Rides at the Door from Browning, Montana. And when I see lady in the war bonnet, we think and raise our hands to the War Bonnet Society of the Blackfeet Nation and to the beautiful representation that you make at this celebration tonight. Soka, big soka. Welcome and good greetings to your head woman dancer, Nico Doroyan, and your head man dancer, Mr. Leon Rattler. Welcome and good greetings to our local royalty and to our visiting royalty. The work that you do behind the scenes in the celebrations and powwows, you bring support and blessing to our heart. Strawberries on Bainbridge Island. Oh, Siam, Hotchkiss Siam. There's my brother. Hey, I love you. Always blessed to see the eagle feather bustles of our traditional dancers welcoming you and thanking you on the floor as you bring the spirit of that sacred bird into our presence. Welcome to Miss Seafair Alyssa London. You bring a lot of good feeling to us in representation of the work you do and the work of your people. We give all that glory to God, the great spirit of our Indian people, the creator of all good things and the library of creation. Hai Kasiam. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the golden age. Traditional men, eagle feather bustle dancers. Welcome and good greetings to Mr. Charlie Sitting Bull. Hakola, wastelo, lilo waste, hechitu. Welcome and good greetings to the golden age. The beautiful grandmothers in the cloth, in the buckskin, in the regalia, representing our different form of expression and cultures we have at an intertribal gathering. Trace. Ladies and gentlemen, warm and welcome greetings to the men, the traditional dancers, the sacred eagle feather bustles. common good greetings to the women, the traditional dancers, the cloth, the buckskin, the varieties of regalia that represent the cultures of the First Nations and the sovereignty of our tribal people. Dancing in balance and harmony with our Mother Earth, the Creator, and all those good things around us. Hi, Kashiam. Ladies and gentlemen, the jingle dress dancers. Miigwech, big Miigwech, we raise our hands to you. In the language of our Ojibwe people, the Anishinaabe people. Big thank you, big thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the double bustle, the fancy dancers. You're looking good, son. But you gotta smile sometimes, son. You gotta smile. I love you, son. Ah! My uncle, his name was Bert Peters. He was from the Pawnee Nation in Pawnee, Oklahoma. And when he saw the shawl dancers, the fancy dancers, he'd say, ladies and gentlemen, this is American Beauty on Parade. The shawl dancers, the fancy dancers. During the flag song, we gave our recognition to the many nations, particularly for those that are serving in the military and armed services today. During the offering of the charging song, we begin to think about those warriors that have sacrificed their blood and their lives for the struggle of the peace and the freedom that you and I gather here with today, that we've only had since August 11, 1978, Public Law 95-341, the American Indian Religious Freedom Act. So it's wonderful to hear these songs of old that give that respect and that recognition.